Death drive, a classical Freudian psychoanalytic theory that describes the drive towards death and destruction, often expressed through behaviors such as aggression, repetition compulsion, and self-destructiveness, suitable for a world like this where life is forbidden to exist. You play as Tien, a man trying to find a distracting joy in a world and profession that is equally grim. Sometimes the smallest things can bring hope in the bleakness of despair. Alright, that's enough plot for now. The goal is to make the game like Super Metroid, although, as you've noticed, the art style is significantly different. This will match the overall theme and feeling that I'm going for with the game as a whole. I've overcome a lot of technical issues that popped up, such as the map being about twice the size of Super Metroid. The engine struggled importing something that big. So I developed a loading mechanism that can handle more than 70 million rooms, and also loads them dynamically, removing the need for loading screens. With a bit of alterations, I could make it work for a 3D environment, and it would work great for a randomly generated dungeon, but I got it to where I needed it to work. And with it, I've basically finished all of my proof of concepts. I dabbled a bit in online multiplayer functionality, but only enough to prove out the theory that I could get this working with it. Its full implementation would have to wait until after the game releases, as long as it sells adequately. Unless I got funding for it ahead of time, but hey, can you imagine a multiplayer Super Metroid? Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd love to make it. So there is not going to be XP, no level ups, no skill trees, no standard currency. If you want a permanent upgrade, you have to go pick it up. And some of these upgrades are actually going to be available to you at the very beginning of the game, if you can figure out how to activate them. And if you can't figure them out, there will be areas later on that will teach you about them. I want this to be a fun, exploratory experience where you feel, hear, and see things you can't find anywhere else. I want to show you more than what exists right now, but I can't because it doesn't exist yet. I've reached out to a few musicians, but only one of them got back to me, and the sample they provided wasn't in line with my vision. I still compensated them full price, so don't worry about that. I'm going to continue to try to find someone, and if I can't, then I will make the music myself. I've not opened a Kickstarter because the game doesn't have enough of a following yet. So if you want to see this game developed, share this video with others. Once there is enough people, I will be able to create goals like multiplayer functionality, console releases, and modes where you could play as the boss in someone else's game. Imagine that. Imagine being the boss in a Souls game, or having to go against a prominent streamer playing as the final boss. It would be awesome, but those would be stretch goals. Base game is Super Metroid, and that's what I'm focusing on until we get enough people interested in the game. Thank you for your time. Take care and have a good day.